Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd, and I'm Todd. We're going to do a request. Now, this request comes in from my reaction to Creedence Clearwater Revival doing the song Effigy from their album Willie and the Poor Boys. The YouTuber that's making the request goes by the name of Pete Galagos. And Pete writes, I have not seen any reaction videos out there that have done In the Time of Our Lives by Iron Butterfly, or maybe Albuquerque by Neil Young. I think your viewers may get a different vibe from one of these. And then in parentheses, Pete writes, maybe with a question mark. So I thought this was kind of interesting because I have not gotten anybody making a request for an Iron Butterfly song. And I'm a big Iron Butterfly fan. I mean, I really enjoyed their kind of hard rock, psychedelic music of the late 60s, early 70s. Now, the song In the Time of Our Lives comes from Iron Butterfly's third album that was released in January of 1969, and the album was called Ball. And that album actually reached number 3 on Billboard's Top 200 album chart. And I bought that album, and I thought it was great. I mean, I really liked it. The song In the Time of Our Lives was also released as the second single from the album Ball and reached, get this, number 96 on Billboard's Top 100 singles chart. So it just broke the 100 mark. So it went nowhere as a single, but I mean, you got to understand Iron Butterfly was more of an underground band at the time and not a pop band that put out major singles. So hitting number 96 might have been a huge success for that song. Now, the other thing is the song In the Time of Our Lives was written by Doug Ingle, who was the keyboard player and sang most of the songs, and Ron Bushy, who was the drummer for Iron Butterfly at that time. So I thought this was a really great request. I don't remember the song, I'm going to be honest with you, because I have not heard the Iron Butterfly Ball album in, maybe 2 decades more, maybe 3 decades. It's been a long time since I've heard this album. And I do actually have a copy of it, and I was kind of looking for it because I kind of wanted to flash it in this video, but my albums are not in alphabetical order, so I was not able to find it. I'm sorry. But if you look up the album on like Discogs or Wikipedia, it's got a cool cover. I mean, it's got a really neat cover. So this is going to be Iron Butterfly doing a song called In the Time of Our Lives from their third album called Ball.
To the clock beat as it ticks our town away. And listen to the birds' laughter as they live for today. And listen to the heartbeat as it beats our lives away. These are the things that we hear in our world, and these are the things that we hear in the time of our lives. In the time of our lives.
much Iron Butterfly. This is very much Iron Butterfly. You got the heavy keyboards from Doug Ingle, um, the kind of psychedelic beginning where there was a lot of it looked like that initial kind of flirting type sound that they had. They kind of showed it being done on a guitar, but I think that's actually a keyboard that's doing that sound. And they use that sound on other tracks that they've done as well. And then it gets kind of psychedelic, a lot of heavy drumming. This has a lot of that drumming with a lot of hitting different skins, hitting the cymbals a lot. And then you got Doug Ingle's voice, which is kind of a darker sounding voice. It's got a kind of a deep tone to it, and very monotone. He doesn't like change the registry much when he sings these songs, and they're very much monotone. And if you've heard the album In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, which is their second album, Iron Butterfly's second album, that whole album, the vocals are very much the same. It's the same pattern through the vocals, but the music, changes things up a little bit. And this continues into the album Ball. The other thing that I remember from the album Ball was when I bought it, the sound sounded fairly compressed. It didn't have a lot of highs in it. It was more of a deeper sound to it with very few highs. And you can hear it in this video in itself that it almost sounds like they kind of compressed out all the highs, and all you get is the bottom end of the music. But this is kind of a cool song. I mean, I do like it. It's very psychedelic. It's very much the times, 1969. And Iron Butterfly was very good at this style of music. So let's get back into the song and see where it goes.
The time of our lives. And to us they are real, and for us they're ideal. How you doing, people that passed on yesterday? Did you meet with justice on your judgment day? These are the things that we feel in our world, and these are the things that we feel in the time of our lives. In the time of our lives. And to us they are real, and for us they're ideal. Yes, to us, without a doubt, they're real. They're real. Without a doubt, they're real.
Okay, so that was kind of cool. It was very psychedelic, very much underground style music from the late 60s, things that you just didn't hear on the radio. So to put this out as a single, Iron Butterfly is really making a giant step forward, because this song just was not what was radio type fodder at the time, thus hitting understanding why it only hit number 96 on Billboard's top 100 singles chart. But I thought it was really kind of a cool song. And then at the end, Doug Ingle's vocals were really starting to get some emotion into them. Where, again, normally his vocals are pretty much monotone throughout the whole song. And every once in a while, he'll get a little bit of motion and he'll raise the pitch on his voice, and he'll almost like shout something out, which I kind of like. I like the way they do that, because it's a change in the vocal style, and it only happens a few times in a song. And in this song, I think it only happened once, and that was at the end of the song. The drumming was definitely key in this song. Again, partially written by Ron Bushy, who was the drummer. So the drumming was definitely key in here. As you could see, that took probably even a bigger front seat than the lead guitar. The lead guitar had very few parts in this particular song. So it was heavy keyboard, Doug Ingle, again, co-writer of the song, and heavy drumming from Ron Bushy, who was the other co-writer of the song, and then Doug Ingle's vocals. The bass and the guitar really took a back seat on this song. And I think one of the reasons they might have brought the drumming a little bit more forward in this song is because the drumming was such a heavy part of their big hit In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. I mean, that's what sold that album. Everybody waited for the drum solo in that song because it was such a cool drum solo. So I think they're trying to bring that drumming out a little bit in the third album to highlight, how good a drummer he was, or at least try to play off of what they gained from their In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida album. But this is great, very psychedelic, from the beginning where they're using the weird noises to the kind of spatial type keyboards, to the heavy drumming, and then to the kind of monotone vocals that carry the lyrics through the song. I did like this. Again, I don't remember this song. It's been such a long time since I've heard the Ball album, but this was great to hear it, and I'm a big Iron Butterfly fan. I just really like their sound, and I like what they're trying to do in the late 60s. They were kind of a different sound than any other band that was out there at the time. So I hope you enjoyed In the Time of Our Lives by Iron Butterfly. If you did, hit that like button. That'd be really, really cool. If you have any comments about Iron Butterfly, the song In the Time of Our Lives, or maybe the album Ball, hey, put in the comments below. That'd be really appreciated. I'm also going to take the link to this video and put it in my notes below so that you can go pick on the link and watch it again. I just thought it was kind of a cool video. I'm guessing this was a promotional video for the song In the Time of Our Lives because it was released as a single. This was a promotional video that possibly went to like Ed Sullivan and other type of programming to play the song. That's kind of my guess. But it's kind of a freaky type out there type video. I thought it was kind of cool how it was put together. And again, the sound was a little compressed, but still it was fun to listen to. So I'm going to put that link below so that you can watch this video without having me do any talkovers on the video. I'd like to put the link of the person that uploaded this video, but there was no data for this particular song. The person obviously forgot to fill in the data fields for this song. So when you find it and pick on it, all you get's the video. There's absolutely nothing else, no title, no nothing, or who uploaded it, comments, nothing's there, just the video. I thought that was pretty odd. But anyways, I'm gonna put that link in there. And also, if you haven't done so, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to Driving with Todd. If you've been rocking to Driving with Todd and rolling to Driving with Todd, please subscribe. That'd be incredible. And then if you go over here, ring that bell, you get updates to my latest videos. So this was fun. Love Iron Butterfly. This was a fun song. Takes me back to 1969. Those were good years. I'll tell you, those were fantastic years. This put a big smile on my face. Hope it put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.